He rode into town one dust storm, sheepskin cloaked across his back. A preacher man with kind old eyes and a mystery for a past. He said he'd come to teach about the love of God. But he soon learned what they were missing there was justice and the law. There was a cattleman who claimed his clan owned all the land around. And any brave fool that might dispute, he was quick to snuff him out. He'd say, take my heat, and you won't pay the price. 'Cause honor and a name ain't worth a damn if you don't have your life. 'Cause ain't nobody faster than this cattleman's gun. I'm a rattlesnake on the trigger. Your last stand will be lying in the sand, falling to the slam of my hammer. So one man taught forgiveness, while the other taught suffering. The preacher said deliverance could be found down on their knees. He'd say, I know you want justice and you want blood, but believe me when I say to you, don't try to be that man's judge. 'Cause ain't nobody faster than the cattleman's gun. He's a rattlesnake on the trigger. Your last stand will be lying in the sand, falling to the slam of his hammer. One day a young farmer brought his sons to town for feed, and he noticed that the streets were quiet, and he knew what that might mean. The smoke rose from the distance, his farm burned to the ground. He let the fury overtake him when Cattleman came back to town. His boys ran out from behind the crowd and watched their daddy die. The big man laughed and said, now look at that. Anybody else want to give it a try? The church doors opened with that black cloak flowing behind the preacher's fiery eyes. He said, your ticket to hell's a-comin' to you, and I got a hollow point to give you the ride. And the only thing faster than the cattleman's gun was the preacher man's hand and finger. He pulled iron from his side and let that bullet fly and beat the rattlesnake to the hammer. While the preacher embraced forgiveness, they all finally understood. Under that sheepskin cloak of his was a history of blood. Good boys.